Hey everybody, how's it going? So I am in Cannes, France here, the Cannes Film Festival, and yeah, after passing through Brazil, I mean not Brazil, passing through Iceland. Yeah, I attend this, try to attend it every year. It's really fascinating to watch different films from around the world, and just to kind of get out of the states and just kind of mingle with fellow moviegoers as well, and networking. It's all about networking in this business, so why not come to the heart of it, you know? So anyway, I'll flip the camera around. Actually, it's been fun. I have my little, so I got here yesterday and this is my little credential badge here. So anybody wondering if I'm just one of these spectators, I know I'm actually attending the festival here. I got my badge here and it's been great. I've only seen 2 movies so far, and let me go ahead and put the camera here so you see what I'm seeing. So here we are. So there's the famous red carpet here. Can't see it right now, but there's the famous steps over here. You got the famous steps, and you go up, and that's what you do. You go up. There's the official movie poster there. Cannes every year has an official poster. So yeah, in the mornings, afternoons, and the evenings and nighttime, this is what you do. These are the tents you go through. They do have a last minute. That's what it stands for, last minute. So if you don't have a ticket, sometimes you could just try to get lucky and just wait it out in line. I don't recommend doing that unless you're pretty sure you can get in. I was able to watch The Phoenician Scheme today. That's a Wes Anderson movie that just came out. And I just got done seeing a movie from Brazil, actually. It's called The Secret Agent. I waited in line yesterday to see The Phoenician Scheme, but I was waiting for like 3 hours and that wasn't long enough, so got denied. So, and then if you see this line, people are waiting. This is the line to get in for last minute. So I think today Spike Lee's gonna have his movie out, Denzel Washington. So anyway, just to give you some perspective, yeah, like here's the festival. Festival runs, 13th to 24th of May. It's May every year. And Cannes Film Festival is a type of festival anyone just can't like just show up and pay a fee and stuff. It's pretty different. It's like the other ones, I think, like the Venice Film Festival, and I think Sundance, and I think South by Southwest. But anyway, it's one of the hard ones to get into because I tried to get in and I got denied a few times because I listed TV stuff that I worked at. They weren't having that. It's all about films here at Cannes. So over here, this is the beach side. I'll be in the pavilion area too. And the pavilion area is where, each country tries to incentivize, tries to lure filmmakers to film there. They offer tax rebates and they offer like little incentives. And each country hosts their own little tent. So they just call it the Pavilion Village there. So I'll go check that out later on. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow, sometime this week. I'm in the second week of the festival. Usually I try to do the whole 2 weeks, but I was in Tokyo, so I couldn't do that. And usually the first week, I always try to go for the whole thing, and that way I don't kind of burn myself out, like trying to cram everything in the last week. The only positive thing is about the last week of Cannes is that it's less crowded and the hotels get cheaper and they get more available. Because usually if you try to book last minute with Cannes to attend the festival, there's no way unless you have lots of money to spend, because they're charging thousands per week. Even for 2 days, you're spending like $2,000. It's insane. But I would say if anybody who wants to go to the Cannes Film Festival, please book at least 6 months in advance your lodging, or even a year in advance. That's what people do, because otherwise it's done. You're gonna get thrown to scraps and the expense, and things start getting expensive. Because the thing is, this place is a resort area. This is the French Riviera here, and the locals know it. Government knows it. They know it. So they raise the rates on purpose, make that money, make that cheddar. So that's what it is. That's how it goes. And this is just, for me, my perspective, this is just my experience throughout the years attending this festival, the patterns I've seen. So, and then when the festival's not happening, I mean, they do have other things going on here too, but it's easily dead. It's a resort town, it's a tourist town. So, and then the rates are just magically the same. They're magically lower, like during the off seasons and when things are not going on stuff. 'Cause they have quite a few festivals. They have like a TV version of a festival here. They have other Cannes-like festivals, but not the Cannes Festival. like how you're seeing it, you're hearing it now. Let's flip the camera around so you're not seeing me. So yeah, that's the last minute line. People are just waiting last minute to get into their favorite movie. And yeah, it takes at least, gosh, 5 hours. And I was talking to like one of the workers today, and she only let like 20 or 30 people in. So all those people, including me, that were waiting in line for like 3 hours, there was no way we were getting in, you know. I say it's easier to get in like in the mornings, and maybe the late night screenings. It's easier to get in if you want to go through the Grand Theater Lumiere, and that's like the big theater, the biggest theater here. Yeah, odds are better because people are still sleeping, or it's late at night and people are asleep already. So yeah, that's that. So anyway, go ahead and get you like, we'll talk to you later, everybody. Have a nice day. Bye. Hey everybody, so I'm back again. So this time I'm at the pavilions area here. So this is basically an area where people, you know, different countries set up their own little tent and welcome filmmakers looking to make a movie or a film or a feature or short film. So they, you know, this is where you get information if you want to film in their country, and how can I say it? They try to tempt you and outbid other countries to film with incentives and the beauty and all this stuff. So, but anyway, I'll flip the camera around. You can see what I'm seeing here. So here we are. So anyway, basically all the flags represent different countries. So let's say I wanted to film in Britain, or let's say it sounded interesting. I would go into the tent and I would get information about that. Now the cool thing is about all these different pavilions is, I'll flip the camera around here. Anyway, the cool thing is that let's say I wanted to film in Poland, or I wanted to film in Italy or something. So you would go and just go inside, and they'll have reps that they'll have little brochures you can look at, and get information about the country with certain regions, certain areas. If you're looking for a specific look, you could do that. You could talk, and then basically they'll work something out to incentivize you to film there. So that's the whole commission thing. So I would say, like, yeah, and it's fun. You can poke your head in. There's always something going on. Sometimes they have little free speakers and seminars, and yeah, and then that's where you network. That's the industry. That's pretty much what that is networking. That's the key. So that's what we got here. So every country, including the United States, has their own pavilion. The only thing is the United States is the only one that charges. So I just went in today just to find out, and $25 for a day pass, and then you can get like a whole membership for like $95. So I'm just like, do I really want to spend that money? But on the flip side, the American pavilion is the most happening. Usually a lot of people hang out there. I've gone there in the past. You can show up there usually if they don't have like after parties or anything going on. It's usually free after 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, I believe. But typically it's $25 if you want to access it. And that's not to mention they have like free food or anything like that. No, you got to pay for that too, as far as I know. So that ain't free either. So anything gets you money. But I've met quite a few people there in the past. They've had seminars, people talk and speak and all that stuff. And it's usually, it's usually a place to network, I mean, but nothing's stopping you from going to any tent here, any country, and just talking, even pretend, say, hey, I want to film and kind of schlep and schmooze, but no, you don't want to lie, nothing like that. But no, just talking. I met a few people from that, and so yeah, so it's cool. So let's flip the camera around. So let's see what we got here. So we got, let's flip her around. So yeah, so we have, this is the Turkish one, I believe, Turkish cinema pavilion. There's the German one right there with the flags and stuff. Here's the ocean. Okay, there's the American right there. And this is the building right here where this is the Marché du Film. So this is Marché du Film. I'm butchering it. This is a separate film festival. It's part of Cannes, but this is where you would go if you're like some producer or like you work at a studio, some studio head. This is where you go like shop for films or sell films. And I've been inside before, and there's access that I can't do because I'm just regular film goer here. But I would say like this is a good way to meet people again, production companies, kind of seeing what's selling, what's buying. who's buying what stuff. That's a filmmaker's insider, ha ha ha. So I would say if you're a filmmaker, whether you're an amateur or professional, come to the Cannes Film Festival. I mean, it's just a wonderful way to network. I would say like try to go to the film festivals that matter. This is the one that matters. I would say this one, you know, your South by Southwest. I would say I would say like, you know, Venice Film Festival, the Berlin Film Festival. I would say all the ones that kind of matter. Forget these little kind of small film festivals. Go for the legit ones, because that's where the players play, man. You know, don't waste time on these little small film festivals. And we flip the camera around here. I don't know, just been getting the evil eye by some people here, so I don't know how it goes filming here. So I don't know. People film all the time with their phones. They see something else, they freak out. So, but anyway, there's the American Pavilion right there. And that's that. You flip it around here. Be surprised, like people don't mind. There's a freaking cell phone in their face and they don't mind, and then they see something else that kind of, it's a camera, you know, but and then they get all these weird, strange looks. I don't know if it's like human psychology or what, but it's just kind of weird. So anyway, there's the American Pavilion there. Film goers and makers are doing their thing, schlepping and schmoozing. However way you put it, you're still kissing a little butt. So anyway, that's just how it is, man. Being real with you. And then you go in there to security tent, which is a pain. But there it is, French Riviera, right there, brothers and sisters. And here's the Czech Republic tent right here. I popped in a few times, but I don't know. It's not as lively as the American Pavilion, I would say. I'm trying to look for the Japanese one. I think it might be on the other side, but this thing kind of stretches all the way. So it's one of those things. So anyway, let's go ahead and flip it around here. So I would say like basically like, yeah, this is the place to be if you're looking to film, if you're looking to like network with people. And if you're, yeah, just to watch movies for free, man. It's free. And these are movies that won't be released, at least in the US, for like at least the fall. And you have exclusive bragging rights. That's the fun thing about this place. Is like, for instance, I went, I think it was 2022 or 2023, where Indiana Jones, like the final Indiana Jones was shown here. And I got to see it for free, man. And I think the film actually released like June or something, like a month later. And it was fun, man. I had bragging rights. I know what happened. I didn't want to give anything away. So it was fun. So it's fun. It's just one of these things that you never know. You could be watching the next Oscar-winning film or the next Oscar nominated film, you know, because there are a ton of films out here, and you're just watching them and you're like, ah, this looks cool, you know. You never know where it's going to go. Like I was here for the year when they had Parasite, you know, that one best film for, I think it was the year 2020 Oscars. You just never know what you're going to watch, you know. And that film was actually really good. If whoever's never seen it, it's called Parasite, and it's filmed in South Korea by a South Korean filmmaker, and it was great twists and everything. So yeah, so I'm running out of time. My SD card's running out of juice here, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, and I'll go ahead and, yeah, I'll probably be here tomorrow or later on if I buy that day pass or whatever. But anyway, this is the last week, can last 2 weeks, and last day is Saturday. I would say really Friday, and right now it's Monday. So anyway, got I still have room to play. So anyway, we'll talk to you later, everyone. Bye-bye. All right, everybody, how's it going? So today, well, yesterday was the last day of Cannes here. So I'll be departing and I'll be going to Italy. Not going to Rome. I was going to do it, but there's like a Catholic Jubilee going on, and it's starting to become summertime as of this recording. And with the Pope recently passing and everybody wanting to go to the Vatican, and it's going to be super crowded, super expensive, and I think I'm just going to skip it for now and maybe check out. I'm going to be going to Genoa in about 4 hours from here. And after that, I'll be going to Bologna. I'll just call it Bologna. But it's really Bologna. I'll be going there. I've never been there before, so I'm just curious to see what's there. I heard it's either there or Bari. I think it's Bologna, but it's supposed to be like renowned for like its cuisine. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll get like a little special meal or something like that. I won't go too crazy, but so I'm just gonna skip Rome for now and maybe try another time
off season, but I hear like just for the rest of 2025, it's going to be bananas for Rome because it's the Catholic Jubilee, and also because of the Pope passing too. So yeah, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll go to other countries like Croatia. But anyway, not the purpose of this little speech here. Actually, not the purpose of this talking about Italy. But no, I just wanted to just give my closing thoughts on the Cannes Film Festival here. It was great overall. I got to meet a few new people, and it was cool. I mean, I don't know if anything will come out of these relationships that I made. Not intimate or nothing like that. I'm just thinking, professional, or hey, if it happens, intimate too. Who knows? Or great friendships. Who knows? We'll just say friendships for now. We'll see what happens. But all is possible. I did contact these people that I met and just said, hey, bon voyage, great meeting you, haven't heard back. So maybe one person, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. People are, I guess, too busy nowadays. But anyway, closing thoughts. I got to go to the closing ceremony yesterday, and that was great. I mean, half of it was in French, but we were supposed to get these translators, but they didn't work, unfortunately. But a lot of the speakers or the people who got their awards or the presenters, they spoke in English too. So that's what happened. And yeah, it was crowded as usual, but it was great. There's always something about on that red carpet, just walking on that red carpet. Something magical and mystical. It's just like when I went to the Oscars for the first time. There's something magical, and somehow you will tell yourself that, you don't know what it takes. You don't care what it takes to get back on that red carpet. You'll do anything. Not anything, but you'll somehow want to find a way back to that red carpet, whether it's the Cannes Film Festival red carpet, or the Emmys red carpet, or the Oscars red carpet. For me, I would say Oscars is a little bit more special because it's harder. It's more difficult. Cannes is way easy, actually. It's not that hard. But I would say overall, the Oscars would be for me. And who knows, maybe there's other ones too, like there's the BAFTAs, there's the Venice, Film Festival, there's other red carpets out there. But I would say for me, and I would say the majority of everybody else, it's gonna be the Oscars red carpet. You just want to, once you taste that experience, you have a taste of it, you're gonna want it even more. And that's what makes, being part of filmmaking, the filmmaking community so great. And the creativity that goes along with it. But I would say the favorite films that I did see this year was Richard Linklater. He's one of my favorite filmmakers. He directed Boyhood, which took 10 years to make, and also like Before Sunrise and Before Sunset. I think After Sunset or After Sunrise, one of those. But it has Ethan Hawke in it, and I think Julie Delpy. She's a French-American actress, I believe. So yeah, those are my favorite movies. And he's also done like the one with Matthew McConaughey. It takes place in the 70s. I forgot the name of it. But he did that one too. So he's done quite a few great movies. And this one that he's done recently, it's basically a retelling of Breathless, about Jean-Luc Godard. Butchering that name, the director's name, sorry. But I'll just call him Jean-Luc for now. But I did a great job. It was amazing. I have a feeling that movie's going to get Oscar nominated for something. Because the thing with the Motion Picture Academy is a lot of the members like anything old Hollywood. If it's old vintage Hollywood, they love it. They will eat it up. So I just have a prediction. I have a feeling that movie, assuming it's somebody bought it and it's going to go through distribution, the whole process of a film, once it's done, I think it's going to get nominated. And it should. It's really cool. It's never been done before. Richard Linklater tends to do movies, things that haven't never been done before, which is amazing. I also saw, let's see, I'm drawing a blank here, Wes Anderson's movie, The Phoenician Scheme, which was very great, very good. I always enjoy his production design and just this way of designing the movies. It's always, after all these years, it's still, so great watching his movies. So, and what else? There were a few ones that I liked. There was one called Una Poem, like a poet. And I think that was done in Colombia, South America. And that was funny. It's about this old, raggedy poet, middle-aged, and he tries to mentor a young girl, and things just kind of go wrong place at the wrong time type of thing, and it's just a comedy. So that was funny. And there's a few others too that were gems. I think overall I saw like I would say counting shorts, I saw like maybe 14 films, maybe not that much, maybe 10. We'll say 10 films. I would say 10 to 14 overall. And yeah, they're all good. The short films I did see were from student filmmakers, and these student filmmakers are from like schools from all over the world, and there's only a certain amount that get picked every year. There's also a different short film, that's called the Short Film Corner, and the competition is La Cinef, I think it's called. There's also another short film competition, but it's mostly independent filmmakers, non-students, and that's like ACID. I think it's Associated Cinema Independent Directors or something. There's that one, and there's like another, Actors Fortnite or something. I forget. But there's like tons of films out here, and we're not even scratching the surface. We're not talking about the Marché du Film, which is like another plethora of films too. So there's just films upon films upon films here at the Cannes Film Festival. It's easy to get overwhelmed. Even if I've been coming here for like 5 years now. This is like my fifth festival, and it's just overwhelming. You just want to see everything. You get like a lot of, you get word that there's some movies you do want to see right offhand, and then you actually see it, and it doesn't really turn out the way you thought it turned out. Or you don't want to see some movies, but then you hear it's starting to get buzz. You're like, oh man, people are talking about it. You're reading about it. They have magazines here every day, and yeah, then you want to see it, and then you actually see it, and you're like, wow, this is a great movie. And then you have bragging rights, because once these movies make its way to the mainland, like the United States or Canada or wherever, or London, then there's Oscar buzz. Then in the fall, you'll get some Oscar buzz. So this happens like around October-ish of every year to get Oscar buzz, get people talking, and all that good thing. So half these movies I did see, I guarantee at least 2 or 3 of them are gonna get Oscar nominated or be considered for Oscar nomination. Or at least be seen, through the circuit. This happens, October every year. Get buzz going on just in time for the Oscars. A ton of screenings go out. That's what the marketing team does. They butter up the Academy members so they could tell their buddies, and just to get some eyes to the screen there. So that's the cool thing. I remember one year I saw Indiana Jones, the last one, and I think that was 2022 or 2023. I don't remember, but like. That was great. That came out in June of that year, and it didn't get no Oscar nomination. I don't think it did. I mean, maybe it did for sound. I don't remember, but I got to see it, and it was all free too. And that's the thing with these Cannes Film Festival. It's like depending on what badge you have. Like let's say the Marché du Film badge. I mean, I think that costs like 500 euros or something, but you get more access though. But if you go for the regular one, like I do, it's like 25 euros, which is like 27 bucks. It's nothing, and before that, it was free. It was free. You can't beat that. You have all access to these movies. You just can't beat that. And every year, I want to say the Cannes Film Festival is always magical. This is like my 5th year going. Not consistent, but off and on. And it's never fails to amaze me. The quality of work out here by both students and professional filmmakers to independent filmmakers. It's amazing. It was all overall really good. So I'm going to point the camera to this magical fountain here. Look at that fountain. It's amazing. The power of water, the power of water. It's amazing. Oh, the Cannes Film Festival. So this is like the day after. The day after here. So I just want to say also too that oh my gosh, I'm glad I came out this year, and it's amazing. I love it every year. I mean, people who are not filmmakers or they're not film enthusiasts or they just don't get it. They just think it's just movies, blah blah blah. But there's more to that when you're part of that family. It's just a film crew thing. I don't know whether you're producing the movies or you're working on the hair and makeup for the talent, or you're decorating or constructing the set, whatever. You're part of that family, whether you're working on it a day to the whole show, you're part of that family. So, and it's just, I don't know, I like it. It's one of the things I like it. I go. I'm going to try to make it to the Zagreb Animation Film Festival. That takes place in about a week or so, and I'm probably going to be there just for a little bit to check it out. I've never been there before, so I'm trying to do things that I have never been before, I've never done. So this looks pretty cool, and I'm going to check it out. It'd be great to return to Zagreb. And another thing with going to Croatia, it's low cost. It's not expensive. It's. I mean, they probably jack up the rates for the lodging, but they always do that. But overall, it's cheaper than like Italy, and it's cheaper than like Spain, Western Europe. You know, it's cheaper than Western Europe. That's what I'm trying to say. So you always want to try to hit up the Central and Eastern European places, you know, because you'll be surprised at how much the cost of living is. I mean, how much cheaper things are. I mean, even Tokyo, when I was in Tokyo a few weeks ago, I mean, things were cheaper there. I mean, the yen to the American dollar was like amazing. I mean, me and my buddy go to 7-Eleven, man. We buy like a bag of groceries. And this is 7-Eleven, man. We're not even talking like a regular grocery store. And things would come up under like $20, $17. And I'm talking like drinks, full meals, you know, pastries, cakes, you know, fruits and vegetables even. And I mean, come on. I mean, you just can't beat it. I mean, it's just one of those things that you just appreciate traveling, you appreciate culture, and, you know, it's fun. Yeah, I like it. That's why I do these videos. I mean, I have like 10 subscribers right now, but hey, you know, you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere, you know. So, como ça va? Let's see, what else can I talk about here? Well, I think my thoughts are, that's it. I think that's gonna be it. Yeah, I'm gonna go catch my train in just a bit and just kind of think about everything that happened here. Oh, there was also a blackout here too, and the power was out for about a good 5 hours or 6 hours. It started like around 9 a.m. or so, and then it lasted till about, let's say, gosh, I want to say 3 o'clock maybe. So about a good 6 hours, you know, no power. That was kind of scary. You just realize the power of money, paper money, you know, because, you know, paper money is still good. Coins are still good. Traditional money is still good. So if you have a credit card and you're using that, don't rely on it. So this gave me like some lessons to like, don't always rely on a credit card. Have some cash with you. That's anywhere. I would say any country you go to, at least have some kind of local currency, paper cash, because you just never know. There could be a blackout and you can't even go shopping, you know. I was able to get like a candy bar, non-perishable food, like a candy bar and like some water, and I just lucky to have some euro coins, you know. I was just lucky they were even open yesterday. But otherwise, the whole city was it wasn't just here, it was the whole French Riviera. So I would say up to Nice, Monaco, other parts of Cannes, Antigua. So yeah, it wasn't just the city, it was all over. So you just realize how much important electricity is and how much paper currency is. Yeah, it goes appreciate electricity and respect electricity, because it could kill you and it could also help you. I guess, let's see, what else could I talk about? I just don't want to go right now. I'm gonna have to go eventually. I'm gonna have to catch my train. But I don't know. I guess I'll just take a walk around. Let's take a walk. We'll take a walk towards the train station here. So we'll just start going towards the train station. You can kind of see what I'm seeing here. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. That's my Italian French accent, I guess. So anyway, let's kind of reminisce here. I'll be back to the Cannes Film Festival probably next year. If I don't have to work, I'll be back. Yeah, it'll be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Let's point out the ground here. Yeah, it's been great. It's been awesome. Always great coming to the Cannes Film Festival. Film festivals in general, there's just some magic about them. And you never know. I mean, maybe one day my film can be here one day. Or maybe a film that I worked on can be here too. You just never know. The filmmaking community is so small now. You know, yes, it's like a global thing. And as of this recording, you know, a lot of the film work is coming to countries like France and Germany and Hungary, and Hollywood's kind of shrinking. And then also we have artificial intelligence too, which is rapidly evolving. And nowadays it's like you can't even tell what's fake and what's real now with AI. It's, yeah, come a long way since the Will Smith eating spaghetti, you know, garbly footage. Come a long way. So yeah, as of now, yeah. So who knows what's going to be like next year, 2 years from now? Who knows? It's all in God's hands, or whoever you believe in, your supreme being's hands here. Okay, everyone, I think that's going to be it for now. I'm going to wind down, catch my train, and also, let's see, what else did I say? I think I'm forgetting something. I would say overall, let's see, yeah, we'll cross. Why not? Why not? Okay, that's it. Talk to you later, everyone. Bon voyage.